The year everything changed, I was 16 when everything began shifting in ways I couldn't ignore. It wasn't sudden like a dramatic movie scene. It was subtle like when the sun starts rising before you even realize the sky is changing color. Maybe I was maturing. Maybe I was tired of running from myself. Or maybe God was opening doors I didn't even know existed. That was the year I met Carla. Carla was everything I wasn't. Tall, strong, loud. She played pivot like she was made of steel beams and stubbornness. She transferred from a school in Sunset Park, and it felt like she carried Brooklyn energy inside her, fast, fierce, unstoppable. The first time I saw her train, I whispered to myself, how can someone be so sure? What I didn't know was that Carla wasn't sure at all. She just hid her fear better than anyone else I had ever met. Carla and I became close fast. Not because we were similar, but because life pushed us together. We both came from families that worked too hard for too little. We both knew the sound of rent arguments whispered after midnight. We both knew what it was like to walk past sirens on the way home. Handball wasn't a hobby for us. It was an escape. A place to breathe. A place where our names finally meant something. One night, after a brutal training session, we sat on the bleachers of the old gym in Bushwick, both sweating, both exhausted. Carla nudged me and said, "Aina, you have something different from the rest of us." I almost laughed. "Yeah? What's that?" "You don't quit." "That's not true." "It is. You're scared as hell and you still show up." Her words hit deep. They stayed with me. Because deep down, I always felt like a house built on shaky ground. Like one strong storm could bring me down. But maybe God was strengthening my walls without me noticing. That season, our coach pushed us harder than ever before. He got us into a citywide tournaments, something bigger than anything we'd played until then. Practices felt like marathons. My arms ached. My legs trembled on staircases. My shoulders burned. Some mornings, my hands shook when I tried to tie my shoes. And in those moments, I remembered what my mom always said. If God gave you this path, He will give you the strength. But faith is tested most when you feel weakest. There were days I cried in the locker room. Days I stared at myself in the mirror and wondered, why me? Why did God choose me for this? But something inside me refused to be silent. A small voice like a whisper carried by the wind. Trust me. One afternoon, after a scrimmage that went horribly wrong, I sat alone on the court. My mistakes echoed louder than the bouncing balls. I had missed passes, missed shots, missed opportunities. I felt like the weak link, the mistake, the one holding everyone back. The gym was empty except for the soft hum of the lights. Carla found me there, staring at the wall as if it held all the answers. "Rough day?" she asked. "Worst one yet. You're thinking too much." "I'm just tired," I whispered. "Of what?" "Of failing." Carla sat beside me, stretching her long legs. "Aina, no one outtrains you. No one outprays you either." I smiled weakly. "You think God cares about handball?" "I think God cares about you," she said. "And if handball is part of your story, He's in it too." I didn't say anything, but those words burrowed into my heart. A few months later, our coach announced we had qualified for the New York State High School Championship, held in a huge facility in downtown Brooklyn, the kind with polished floors and bright overhead lights that make everything look more important. When he shared the news, the room erupted. I stood frozen. Me? In a state championship? A girl who once hid behind teammates so the coach wouldn't pick her? I wondered if I deserved it, if I belonged there, if I could handle it. That night, lying in bed, listening to the distant sirens of the Bronx, I repeated Proverbs 3-5 out loud. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And I felt something warm spread through my chest. Maybe I didn't need to understand. Maybe trusting was enough. End of part 2. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to the channel.